hello to everyone. I hope everyone is in good health and peace. This week, we will make the reasoning for the past year. We will accept the new orders that have been encountered for the last year. I am Fatim Birel. As an astrology diary, I try to share the predictions of astrology with you. In this video, I will explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on the signs. The most important subject of this week, of course, will be the lunar eclipse. On May 26th, in Sagittarius, the lunar eclipse, or full moon, will occur. The planet and house of Sagittarius in our birth chart will affect us. The full moon marks the recovery of the 6-month processes. But the lunar eclipse signals our acceptance of radical changes, new experiences that have been added to our lives in a 6-month period. The process that started with the solar eclipse in Sagittarius in December 2020 is completing this week. We had new experiences that we have never had in our lives. We will accept them now. During times of the lunar eclipse, emotions are also very intense. Because Sagittarius points out the subject of exaggeration. We can exaggerate our feelings a little too much. We can experience our emotions more intensely. Those most affected by this lunar eclipse will be Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo and Pisces. For the last year, there have been 180 degrees of changes in the lives of these signs. This week they will make their reasoning. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo and Pisces will remember this week for the rest of their life. They will complete all the changes they have not accepted and accepted for the last year. With the effect of the lunar eclipse, explosions, fires, floods, and airway accidents may become more common in the world. Military subjects, coups, legal subjects will be discussed more in the world. Training topics will come to the fore. Subjects related to tourism, logistics and long journeys will be discussed. In these matters, innovations that have been on the agenda for the last year will be accepted. Military subjects between countries will be discussed. Some decisions will be made. America will make the judgment for the past year. It will sum up health subjects that have been going on since December 2020. It will complement the changes in the country in military, legal and educational matters. It will be more interested in military matters abroad. Subjects that Israel has been secretly carrying out for the past year will come to light. Israel will continue to show its strength this week. It will get stronger in money. New investment plans will be announced. The big change regarding Israel will take place after November 2021. It will become even stronger. Israel will now be a completely different country. In Cyprus, there will be changes within the country after the 10th of June. New laws may come into question. Until mid-June, tense situations with foreign countries may occur. However, there will be no big problems. After June 10th, more deals will be made. Business and economic subjects will be more on the agenda in Russia. Military subjects will take place outside the country this week. Within the country, the topic of leader will be discussed. After June 10, 2021, the change of leader will start to come to the fore more. August will be the month in which change will begin for Russia. Iran will be very affected by this lunar eclipse. There may be tense situations within the country. Mentally, people are in a nervous state. This week, subjects related to children and young people will be more on the agenda. Hidden topics about children and young people can come to light. After June 10, 2021, everything will start over in Iran. The new order will begin to form. In our country, this week, spending will be made more in the field of health. Expenditures will be made more in healthcare fields linked to abroad. This week, the subject of appointments will be talked a lot in our country. Appointments can be made in health fields, public fields, service areas, education fields, law fields, military fields. This week in our country, foreign debt will be on the agenda more. These topics will be talked about a lot. Construction subjects will come to the fore in our country and abroad. There will be investments in this regard. Contracts on this subject will be completed. New rules regarding long roads and journeys will come to the fore in our country. Monetary expenditures will be made for these rules. Long distances and spending subjects will be talked about a lot this week. It will be discussed a lot. In our country, topics related to tourism will be discussed a lot this week. Some decisions will be made in this regard. Movement in tourism will begin. New steps will be taken regarding the election subjects that have been spoken in recent months. It can be a subject of selection in August 8th or autumn. The net decision on this can be announced on June 10, 2021. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. It gives me good energy for these new videos. You can send an email to astrologygunlagu@gmail.com regarding the subjects you want to ask or about consultancy. I prefer to send the birth chart analysis in writing for it to be permanent. For birth chart analysis in the language you want, you can send an email. Now I will share the effects of the transits in the sky between the 24th to 30th of May on the signs. I will write the minutes about the horoscopes in the explanations section below. By clicking on the minutes, you can progress to your signs faster. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Aries. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. You have had to understand the 180-degree change in your business life for the last 2 years. How will this change happen? You try to understand this. You tried to apply what you understood. You made the changes related to your work. In the last 6 months of 2020, you tried to organize both your work, your private life, your family and your whole life. You have been so overwhelmed in the last 2 years that since the beginning of this year, you have started to look for yourself in social channels, social areas and friendships. You have started to spend more time in social channels, social areas and friendships. I hope you started. Because these environments will add a lot to you. You will make new friends from these environments. New business opportunities will appear. You will grow your business more in social media. This year the universe offers you these opportunities. If you are disciplined and use technological tools and systems more, you will benefit a lot. For the last year, you have realized that your education life has to change. The old education system must change now. Old training subjects should change. You need to get different trainings from the old education areas. You realize that there will be a radical change in your education life. After this week, you will accept it better. Once you accept it, you will begin to bring educational innovations into your life. In the week of December 4th, 2021, all the stones related to education will come into place. In the last year, there have been changes in your life regarding long journeys, distant places. For the last year, you have been unable to do what you can do about long journeys before. There are new opportunities for long journeys. You had to accept them. You have come across innovations regarding long journeys. You had to accept them. Now you will continue your life with these innovations. For the last year, you have not been able to realize your plans abroad. You had to make 180 degrees change in your work abroad. Now you had to replace the old systems. Your trips abroad, your travels abroad, your business abroad have now changed. You have had to accept new systems and new fields. You have experienced this for the last year. Now you will accept them more easily. According to these, you will continue your life. After briefly describing the effects of the lunar eclipse, what will you encounter this week? I will mention that too. Subjects related to your home, family, spouse and parents are still on the agenda this week. It's a very good week to change your home. You can make repairs in your home. You can move house. You will spend more time with your home. You will discuss some subjects with your spouse and make some decisions. If you are having trouble in your marriage, there may be tense situations. If you know these can happen, you can stay calm. You won't have any big problems. Some changes will be completed in your parents' life. You will accept these changes. You will be in more contact with your siblings, neighbors and relatives. You will share emotionally. Mercury retrograde will begin on May 30th, 2021. You may experience problems in your relationships with your siblings, relatives and neighbors. You may experience a communication break. This can cause misunderstandings. If you are aware of this, you can be more understanding. This week, you may be interested in topics that you will improve yourself. You can read psychological books. You may be interested in mystical subjects. Spiritually, you may experience a bit of a difficult process. If you pay attention to this, you will not have big problems. This week will be a good week for writing poems, reading books, and putting your thoughts and feelings into writing. You should evaluate this. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You energize me for new videos. If we look at the week of the 24th to 30th of May day by day, at the beginning of the week, you will be busy with borrowing matters. You will have to deal with bank transactions. You will get results for your bank transactions. If contracts are on your agenda, you will sign relevant signatures. You will be collecting the topics that have been on your agenda in the last months. The subjects you have been waiting for will result in inheritance. In the middle of the week, you can take long trips. You can go on long journeys that you have not been able to go for a long time. With the effect of the full moon that will take place in the middle of the week, you will communicate with people who are far from you. You will be emotionally intense. It can be difficult to control your emotions. You will be successful in matters related to education in the middle of the week. You will get the exam results you expected. On the last day of the week, you will have discussions on business-related matters. You will be successful in business. For your job interviews, you can make an appointment for the weekend. You will receive the long-awaited business news. After receiving this news, you will make new beginnings. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also follow your moon sign. For signs related to your work and education life, your Mars sign and Saturn sign. Sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Taurus. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. There will be more money subjects on your agenda this week. For the last year, it will take loans, bank transactions, loans. It was very tiring for you. You have come across new debts. New ways of borrowing have appeared. You have encountered money subjects that you have never encountered before. The way you pay debts has changed. You have met new systems in your banking transactions. What you previously knew about contracts has changed. You have encountered new and different systems regarding contracts. You have become more interested in hidden mysterious subjects. Mystical subjects, mysterious subjects, your interest has changed. If you had an interest before, that interest has disappeared now. If you were not interested before, now you have started to educate yourself. You have begun to accept the innovations that come your way. Legal fields are getting more and more attention. Maybe you have started to study law. Now you will improve yourself in legal education. For the past year, if there are opportunities to get military training, you will now finalize these opportunities. This week, you will meet more with your siblings, relatives, neighbors. You can do some work together. You can make business plans with them. If you have plans before, you will complete them. This week, you may experience tense situations with your siblings, relatives, neighbors. There may be disputes. You may experience a conflict of emotions and logic. It can be difficult to make a joint decision. If you are calmer, you can come up with easy solutions. This week, you can get trainings on social media and social areas. You can take steps to improve yourself on these subjects. In the last 2 years, you have become more interested in technological platforms. If you start by the end of July, you can also earn money from these subjects next year. Since the beginning of the year, Changes have started in your business life. You changed your job, changed your workplace, had to leave your job, started a new job. You have encountered unexpected subjects related to your job. You have encountered sudden events. Maybe you still have no job. If you have applied for a job since the beginning of the year, you will be informed about these jobs this week. You will be informed about the jobs you have applied for before. For the last 6 months, you will be evaluating subjects related to your business this week. You will now see some results in business. This week, you will be holding talks on new investment subjects. You will finalize your new investment plans. You will add new methods of making money to your life now. You have to add. Regarding this, you will judge the innovations that have come across in the last year. You will think. You will start after June 10, 2021. Beginning on May 30, 2021, Mercury will do retro. Mercury will progress slowly until June 23, 2021. Between these dates, past money subjects may come up again. In the past, unfinished investment subjects may come up again. In matters related to money, you may get distracted. You have to be more patient with money matters. In your bank transactions, you should move more slowly. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You energize me for new videos. If we look at the week of the 24th to 30th of May day by day, at the beginning of the week, subjects related to your relationships will result. You will make decisions about your special relationship or business relationship. You will have bilateral talks at the beginning of the week. You will have bilateral talks, especially on money matters. In the middle of the week, your debts may run out, which has long been straining you. You will be busy with bank transactions. You can also get the news about heritage you have been waiting for a long time. At the weekend, you can get the news you expect from afar. You can take long journeys. You can get the long-awaited news abroad and about money. You can get results in money matters related to your siblings or relatives. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also follow your moon sign. For signs related to your work and education life, your Mars sign and Saturn sign. Sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Gemini. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week will progress in your sun sign, that is, Gemini. Happy birthday to those born this week. Have many healthy years. This week, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury are moving in Gemini. This will add strength and energy to you. You will see this especially in your decisions. This week's eclipse will affect you a lot. This week, your emotions, feelings, and logic may get mixed up. It can be difficult to define your inner feelings. Trying to understand them, you may get tired spiritually. Knowing these things will happen, even if you want to be in control. You will not be in control. You will need breathing therapies. Create opportunities to spend time in nature. This week will tire you very spiritually. You will make the judgment for the last year. You will try to make decisions about what you want to remove from your life. You will try to make decisions about what you want to add to your life. You will judge your relationships. You will decide on a marriage or separation. If you've made these decisions before, you'll finalize them this week. This week it will be easy to clarify and implement your decisions. In the period after May 30th, 2021, you will not be able to stand behind your decisions. Your decisions will constantly change. In the last year, you have come across innovations regarding your spouse, partner or partner. You have constantly questioned these innovations. You thought the other person had changed. You thought your relationship with him had changed. Now you have started to look differently. You start to think that the character of the other person is different. You start to think that the way your relationship progresses is different. That's why you wanted to make changes in your relationships. You will now make these changes. Either you will accept these innovations and continue your relationship, or you will not accept and finish. Buying a house, selling a house, making major repairs to the house, moving houses were on your agenda for the last year. If you still haven't made these changes, you'll be completing them this week. You will start a new order, a new life. You will also clarify your plans to live in another city, another country this week. Either you will, or you will take big steps. This week is moving in your Venus sign. Both the effect of the full moon and the influence of Venus will put great emotional pressure on you. It will be difficult to control your emotions. You may want to decide with your emotions. These decisions can be challenging for you. This week will be a lucky week for money. While you wait, you will come across a lot of money. Evaluate this. Turn these coins into investment. You can take steps to buy a house, to buy real estate, to buy land, to make new investments. This week will be a very good week for these. You will use the communication tools a lot this week. You will talk and be in constant communication. You will spend more time in social channels and social areas. This can strain your perceptions. It can be difficult to gather your thoughts. Know that these will happen and don't hurt yourself. You will be lucky in business this week. If you have a job, you will get double chance with your job. You will also be lucky financially. If you do not have a job, you will be lucky to find a job. You may come across many options. You should evaluate them. Since the beginning of the year, this week you will be thinking about the subjects you have come across about abroad. You will judge them. This week, you will consider the innovations that you have come across in the last months regarding long journeys and long journeys. You will learn what you need to learn from these topics. By the end of July, you will be lucky in education matters. Those interested in education, past subjects will come back to the agenda. You will now be able to collect past educational subjects. In particular, you will be collecting the subjects you have encountered in the last 6 months. You will think. You will want to make some decisions. But you're just going to wrap things up. On education, a new life will begin from mid-October 2021. By October 2021, you will be in the exams, achievements and thoughts. I guess I told you a little longer this week, because it is very important for you. At the end of this week, on May 30th, 2021, Mercury in Gemini will begin retro. It will continue until the 23rd of June 2021. I will explain it in more detail next week. But I will mention some warnings already. As of May 30th, 2021, you should move a little slower. When using communication tools, you should move more slowly while driving. In almost every area of your life, you should stay away from speed. You should pay attention to your words, writings and speeches. You should be more understanding. You have to be more patient. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You energize me for new videos. If we look at the week of the 24th to 30th of May day by day, at the beginning of the week, health subjects will be on your agenda. Health subjects that have been upsetting you lately will now be left behind. Those who expect business or education-related news from the health sector, public sector, service sector, you can get these news at the beginning of the week. You can make new beginnings. You can make your marriage plans or organizations throughout the week. You can start a new life. You will have a lot of bilateral talks in the middle of the week. This may be related to your special relationship. It may be business related. You will make serious decisions about your relationships. You can make decisions that you have not been able to make in the last months. On the last day of the week, you may spend a little too much. You will be more interested in bank transactions. There will be ending about your debt. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also follow your moon sign. For signs related to your work and education life, your Mars sign and Saturn sign. Sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Cancer. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. Mars is moving in your sign, that is, in Cancer. You will continue to think more logically about many subjects in your relationships and life. You will continue to organize your relationships, your home, your business. However, while doing these, you can act a little fast. Your behavior can be a little harsh. You can stay out of emotion. This may cause some problems. You may experience tension in your relationship. If you think this might happen, you should stay calm, so you won't have any major problems. Know that the cause of the tension is because of your rational thinking. Know that it is because you do not accept some changes. If you accept the changes, you can communicate more easily in your relationships. Health subjects have been on your agenda for the past year. You came across different health subjects from old health subjects. You try to understand this. You try to figure this out. You will now accept these health subjects. Don't think of it as a problem. Do not enlarge this topic. You can fix it more easily. To solve health subjects, you must first gather your psychology. For this, you can read books from different fields. You may be interested in mystical subjects. You can do research. You have to improve yourself. You will talk a lot within yourself this week. You will judge too many things. You can exaggerate this sometimes. This can hurt you. You won't be able to avoid listening to your inner voice. So if you write these down, you can be more comfortable. If you spend a lot of time writing poetry, books, you will not have any problems. It's a good week to write lyrics, compose. It will be easier to express your feelings in writing. You should spend as much time in nature as possible. This will be good for you. You can make changes to your home this week. A week suitable for buying, selling, home renovations, moving houses. You can complete them. You can complete your marriage organizations. You can start a new life. Since the beginning of the year, you have been dealing with borrowing matters. You struggled with debts that suddenly appeared. This year, there will always be debts that will appear suddenly. However, it will be easy to find solutions. This week, you will be thinking about borrowing subjects. You will judge the subjects that have come across since the beginning of the year. You will not be faced with new debts for a long time. However, your old debts may come back on the agenda. You may have to find solutions to these. If you are expecting business-related news from the health sector, the public sector, the service sector, or if there are different news that you expect from these sectors, you can get these news either this week or next week. You will get results in these matters. If you expect news about the military, law, education fields, you can get news about them this week. You can also get the news you expect from abroad. In matters related to abroad, you will be in a lucky time. This week, it will be either difficult or very costly to implement your long journey plans. Do not plan for long journeys. Just dream. After this week, you will make these dreams come true until the end of July. It will be easier to take the long journey. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. It gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, you will spend more time with the children at the beginning of the week. In matters related to children or your children, you will get some results. If you are doing business on matters involving children, you can get the news you expect from them. At the beginning of the week, you can make serious decisions about your love affair. You can make a marriage decision regarding your relationship. You can also decide to end your love affair. In the middle of the week, you should pay more attention to your health. Health subjects that have been upsetting you lately will be over. You can get the job news you expect from the health sector, public sector, service sector. At the weekend, you will make clear decisions regarding your business or private relationship and implement it. You can organize your marriage. You can make clear decisions in your joint affairs. You will have talks about your relationships. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Leo. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. In recent months, business has always been in your mind. What more can I do? What else can I do? You thought of them. In the past months, you have tried to start new jobs in social channels and social areas. You have started to use social channels, social areas more actively related to your work. I hope you started. Because now you will speed up these works. You will earn money from your work in social media and social fields. You will spend more time with your friends this week. This will be very useful for you. You will get support from your friends. You will live in emotional times with your friends. This week, you will shine like the sun in social media, social areas. In friendships, you will shine like the sun. You will be in the front row. Use this energy. In social situations, you will talk. You will be spoken. For the last year, there have been innovations in the subjects related to your children or your children. Although these innovations are difficult to accept, now you will. You're going to think about that more this week. For the last year, you have come across innovations in matters concerning your children. By June 10th, you will be collecting these topics. A new era will begin in the life of your children. This week, you will be more emotional about children. It will be difficult to control your emotions, your feelings. If you are interested in performing arts, if you have works in front of the public, you have witnessed 180 degrees of change in these works for the last year. Your plans had to change. New conditions have appeared. You had to accept them. You will be thinking about these this week. With the new terms, what can you do? You will take steps regarding this. By using social media more this week, you can find solutions to these difficulties more easily. For the last year, about your love relationship, you have begun to think that the other person has changed. But over the past year, your ideas about love have changed. Your thoughts about your love affair have changed. You will be more judging these thoughts this week. You will accept the innovations that come your way. In recent months, if you haven't been able to make a decision about your love affair, this week you will make serious decisions about your love affair. After June 12, 2021, you will make big changes in your life. About that already, start dreaming about it. Start setting your goals. You will make changes about your job, your marriage, your relationship, and so on. By the end of July, you will organize your life. After August 8th, a new order will begin in your life. You've been busy with relationships since the beginning of the year. You met new people. Regarding joint business, you either started or finished. You have experienced some processes related to your marriage or your relationship. You were nervous sometimes. Sometimes, suddenly, you have different subjects. Now you will judge your relationships. Your old relationships may come to the fore again. You may be confused. By mid-October 2021, you will make judgments about your relationships. This year, on matters related to marriage, you will suddenly make a decision and implement it suddenly. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, at the beginning of the week, you can plan to spend time at home. Weekend will be convenient for moving houses, making home renovations, making changes at home. You will finalize the plans you have made for your home in the last months. At the beginning of the week, you will get some results on subjects related to your home, spouse, family, parents. There may be sudden endings in these matters. Those who have been planning marriage for a long time can organize your organizations at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week, you can complete your long journeys that you have postponed in the last months. You can collect subjects related to abroad. In the middle of the week, you will spend more time with the kids or your kids. You can spend emotional time with them. You will get results on matters involving children. In your love affair in the middle of the week, you will make serious decisions and apply. You should pay more attention to your health at the weekend. You may be in pessimistic feelings. You will be collecting health subjects. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Virgo. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week, home, family, parent and spouse subjects will be more prominent for you. For the past year, you have been very confused about your home subjects. The idea of moving your house has developed. Someone made it happen. Someone made plans. He was in constant thoughts to change home. This week, you're going to make some decisions about the home. You will apply until June 10th. You will complete your plans to move to another city or country this week. Or you will complete by mid-2022. Those who are interested in education. In the last 2 years, there have been innovations in education. You became more interested in fields such as mathematics and physics. You have become more interested in veterinary medicine, anime-related fields, food-related technical subjects, financial technical subjects. You will prefer the trainings in these areas more. By June 10th, you will decide and implement this. This week, you will be more busy with your work. You will be in intensive communication about your affairs. You will use the communication tools more. Sometimes, it can be a distraction. There may be fatigue. This week, you'll make more money from your jobs. You will do more profitable work. If you have been confused about your marriage for the last year, if you could not make a decision, you will now make clear decisions this week. Over the past year, you have begun to think that your spouse's character has changed. You have started to see your spouse differently. Different features started to draw your attention more. This week, you will judge these subjects. You will make a decision to continue or end your marriage. If you haven't been able to complete your marriage plans for the last year, you can organize your events this week. This marriage will be a long-term marriage. You will start a new home, a new life. Over the past year, it has been difficult to accept changes in your parents. The changes in their life have been difficult to accept. After this week, you will start to accept it more easily. This week, you will be more fortunate in your relationships. You will be more lucky with your spouse or partner. You will learn many things from them this week. After this week, you will be constantly judging the subjects related to health from the beginning of the year until mid-October 2021. Have you exaggerated the health-related subjects? Or were health subjects serious? You will judge them. Saturn will be retro for May 24th. By October 2021, old health subjects will appear. By October 2021, you should move more slowly on health-related subjects. You have to double-check your decisions. Ever since the beginning of the year, you have been busy with your healthcare, public sector, service or education business or operations. After this week, you will be a little calmer in your business or transactions. You will collect the missing subjects. You will complete. This week, you will have difficulties in social media and social areas. In these areas, you may encounter some tense situations. You won't want to use these fields. There may be tensions with your friends this week. You can misunderstand each other. You will come across, especially, subjects related to your relationships with old friends. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, at the beginning of the week, you will spend more time with your siblings. You can see the results on some subjects regarding your siblings. In the last months, you will now accept the changes in the lives of your siblings, relatives or people in your immediate circle. You may want to spend time at home in the middle of the week. You can make changes related to your house. You will complete your home-related subjects that you have planned for the last months. You can also take long trips in the middle of the week. You can make long journey plans with your partner. The week will be an emotionally busy week. You can evaluate this. You can take romantic long journeys. In the middle of the week, you can plan to spend time with your parents. Subjects related to your parents will result. At the weekend, you can make serious decisions about your love affair. At the weekend, you will spend more time with the kids or your kids. Subjects related to children will result. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Libra. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week will also have more agendas for your siblings, relatives and neighbors. Over the past year, your brother's lives have changed. Your brother's life has changed 180 degrees. You had to accept this. This week, these changes will be completed. In the life of your brothers and sisters, some stones will fall into place. This week, the long roads will make more. In money-related matters, you can take long journeys. You can take long journeys on business matters. You will complete them. This week, you'll be in more contact with people from far away. In particular, you will come across subjects related to your distant siblings and relatives. You will have to take care of them. You can get the news you expect from abroad this week. You can get the money news you expect from abroad. You can get this money. Over the past year, there have been changes in your relations with your neighbors. In your relations with them, you have come across innovations. After this week, you will be able to accept them more easily. This week you will be busy with business topics. You will gather the subjects related to your work. You will complete the innovations that have come across in the last weeks. Here you will be busy. This intensity can overwhelm you. You may want to consider changing jobs. You can change your workplace. You can get promoted in your job. New job seekers, it will be easier for you to find a job this week. You can get news from the interviews you have made in the past weeks. You will earn money from these jobs if you have jobs abroad, about distant places, long-distance subjects. Your relatives have changed in the last year. Your communication ways with your relatives have changed. Your relatives have changed. You have witnessed the changes in their lives. This week you will be judging matters with your relatives. You will accept them more easily. Those with Mars sign and Saturn sign Libra, you will be very busy with work this week. You will have to tidy up your work. You will also complete the changes related to your job. You can quit your job, change the workplace, get promoted at work. From the beginning of the year, you will start to think about the subjects related to your child or your children. All topics related to your child or your children will come across. You will complete the subjects that need to be collected. Until mid-October 2021, subjects related to your child or your children will always be on your agenda. The C subjects will progress slowly. Since the beginning of the year, your love affair has confused you a lot. There were sudden starts. There were sudden ends. You were emotionally completely immersed in yourself. There were sudden changes. Old love subjects will come back to you. You will be confused again. Until mid-October 2021, the topic of love will always be on your agenda. You will make continuous judgments. Over time, you will make clear decisions. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, You will see good developments in terms of money at the beginning of the week. The money you have been waiting for a long time will be in your hands. If you have the money you expect for your business, you will also get it. You can plan to spend time with your siblings, relatives or people around you in the middle of the week. You will experience emotional times. You will see some results on subjects that concern them. You will get some results in communication, logistics, marketing and education-related subjects. You will add innovations in these subjects to your business more easily. At the weekend, you will want to spend time with your family at home. You will gather up your home, parents-related matters. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life.
Sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Scorpio. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to the 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week you can get good news about long journeys. You can go on a long delayed journey. You can get the news you expect from distant places this week. It could be about your business, it could be about money matters. This week you will talk more about borrowing subjects. With bank transactions, you will be busy. With finance subjects, you will be busy. This week, it will be a little easier to pay off your debts. In the last year, you have come across new ideas about investment. New investment subjects came up before you. You will judge them this week. You will draw conclusions from these. If you haven't started yet, this week you will take big steps. For the last year, you have come across innovations in making money. New legal subjects came up on the subject of money. You tried to understand them. You tried to figure them out. After this week, you will understand and accept more easily. In recent months, if you have been interested in contracts, this week you will be holding talks on them. You will talk about money subjects, credit subjects. You will make some decisions. This week, you will sign on contract matters. You should sign these signatures this week. After May 30th, 2021, you should not quit. Those interested in education, this week, you will be in a busy pace. Learning a foreign language will be easier. It will be easier to make new discoveries in educational matters. You will do new research on educational matters. Teachings from the past will be the light to you. Education topics related to history, archaeology, ancient languages may interest you more. You may come across new training topics in these areas. If you have business affiliated with abroad or other cities, this week you will be very busy with your work. You will make some clear decisions. You will be successful in these works. On education this week, you can spend more money. You can also get the news you expect in the fields of education. In the fields of education, new investment subjects may also be brought to the agenda. You can make contracts regarding your investments in this field. This week, spending on long journeys, you can do more. This week, you will be more profitable if you add foreign language, education and logistics related innovations to your business. You can make new breakthroughs in import and export subjects. New job seekers may come across jobs related to foreign languages, education, long distance, abroad and tourism. You should evaluate them. This week, you can have your operations related to aesthetics and beauty. You can spend more in these areas. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24 to 30 day by day, at the beginning of the week, your energy will be very high and you will be able to get things together easily. You can make an appointment for the first days of the week for job interviews, love interviews. Because you can express yourself well, you will be successful. You will make some decisions in both your work and love life. You will see good developments in terms of money in the middle of the week. You will get the money you have been waiting for. You will complete your investment plans. At the weekend, you'll spend more time with your siblings, relatives, or neighbors. In their life, there will be some endings. You will witness these. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign, and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life.
Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Sagittarius. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week is your week. The full moon, lunar eclipse that will take place in your sign, that is, in Sagittarius, will cause you to get your life together. It is over. Outgoing is gone. For the last year, you have come across subjects that were not in the account and were not in any plan. Sometimes it was hard to accept. Sometimes you have accepted and made the change. You will be thinking about these this week. Now you will accept them. You will pick up your life. This week you will be very emotionally intense. It will be difficult to control your emotions. You will exaggerate every emotional subject within you. You will experience emotional outbursts. You will want to constantly express your feelings. Your relationships will be on your agenda this week. You will make a serious decision regarding your love affair. You will experience confusion of emotion and logic in your love relationship. But your emotions will be more dominant. You will make emotional decisions. Matters related to your spouse will be on your agenda. Your spouse's financial subjects will be on your agenda. There will be positive developments in these matters. Your spouse will be lucky about money. Your spouse's money affairs will be concluded. This week you will question your relationship. For the last year, you will be thinking about the innovations you have encountered in your relationship. You will accept them and continue your relationship. Or you will refuse and end your relationship. This week, you will make up your mind. You can organize your marriage this week. If you sign marriage-related signatures before May 30th, 2021, it will be better. In recent months, the subject of changes regarding your home has also been on your agenda. Moving to another country, to another city was also on your agenda. If you have not done these yet, you can complete them this week. This week you will also be collecting topics related to your partner business, related to your partners. You will either finish or take a step to start. Especially since December 2020, if you have joined business, you will consider these subjects. Either you will add innovations to your joint business, or you will decide to finish. This week, you will talk a lot about home-related investment subjects, real estate trading subjects. In recent months, if this topic has been on your agenda, you will complete them. You will sign the relevant signatures. You will sign contracts. This week, borrowing subjects will be on your agenda. Banking can make you a little nervous. With regard to credit, there may be ends. Debts related to your spouse or partner may come up. Paying off these debts will be easier this week. This week you will experience emotional times with your partner. You can make romantic plans. You will complete your long journey plans after mid-June. You will be lucky this week in terms of home, family, parent and spouse. You will be more emotional about home, family, parent and spouse matters. You can exaggerate your feelings sometimes. New job seekers. You may encounter new job opportunities in law, military, finance, catering, education, real estate, decoration. If you expect news from these jobs, you may get an answer this week. New love seekers. In the environments you will be in this week, you will be more emotional. You will be very easily impressed by the other person. It will be easier to find love. Health subjects are gone. You will be more comfortable. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, at the beginning of the week, spiritually, you will be purified from the subjects that have been tiring you in the last months. You will leave them behind. At the beginning of the week, you will want to replenish your energy. You may feel your heart constrict. You can do breath therapies. You will be collecting topics related to art and psychology. You will feel strong in the middle of the week. Your energy will be high. This energy will be beneficial for your health. Subjects that have recently affected your health will now be left behind. With the full moon, with the effect of the lunar eclipse, you will establish order in your life. Subjects that are protracted about your relationships will now be resolved. It has to result. You have to make room for new ones. You will also complete the big changes regarding your home. You can get news about the money you expect at the weekend. You can get this money. You can do good things with this money. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Capricorn. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. In recent weeks, your relationships have been more on the agenda. This week, you will continue to question your relationships. Within yourself, you will constantly judge. This week, the full moon, lunar eclipse, will occur in Sagittarius. This may put some psychological pressure on you. Spiritually, you will be drawn to yourself a little more this week. You will want to be alone. You will want to renew your energy. Already in recent years, you are very tired psychologically. You will consider them. You will draw conclusions from these. You will try to understand the subjects that need to be finished. You will try to understand the topics you want to finish. You will finish some of them. You will make clear decisions, especially about your relationships. There may be endings. You can make a marriage decision. You can also apply this. This week, you will see changes in your home. You will finalize the subjects related to buying, selling and moving houses. For the last year, you will be thinking about the subjects that come up with spiritual rejuvenation. You will accept them more easily. You will gather your changing thoughts on mystical topics, psychological subjects, religious subjects. You will accept your new ideas more easily. This week you will have more discussions on health subjects. You can make health-related expenses. You can spend on aesthetics and beauty. You can complete your aesthetic and beauty operations. You will read more books on health-related topics. You will investigate further. This can open up new windows for you. New job seekers may come across new jobs in the health sector, public sector, service sector, education-related fields, communication, media, marketing, logistics departments. You should evaluate them. If you expect news from these jobs, you may get the answers this week. If you have come across new investment subjects in recent months, after this week, these subjects will be a bit of a drag. You will judge them. You will come across old investment subjects again. You will reevaluate them. If you are interested in art, if you are interested in psychology, you can make good work this week. You will be gathering the subjects that have been dragging in the last months. You will make some decisions about your partner, on matters related to your partner. You will implement these decisions this week. Those who have a marriage plan can complete your organizations this week. Those who are interested in education, you will be intensive in education. If you are patient with this intensity, you will be successful. Mars and Saturn sign Capricorn. This week, you will be very busy at work. This intensity can overwhelm you. You may have to make changes related to the job. Picking up your business will be easier this week. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day. At the beginning of the week, in social media, social areas, anime-related areas, those who have a job, you will collect these works. You will add to your life the innovations that you have encountered about these subjects in the last months. In the middle of the week, you will want to spend time with mystical and religious subjects. There may be depressive situations. You can do different activities to replenish your energy. You will try to purify spiritually. At the end of the week, you will feel better. Your energy will be strong. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Aquarius. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. For the last year, there have been continuous innovations in social channels and social areas. You spent more time on social media. You had to use more social media related to your work. You have initiated new projects related to your business, in social media. I hope you started it. You will now benefit from these subjects. You will benefit more from your work in social media. For the last year, there have been innovations in your friendships. You made new friends. You tried to get to know them. You tried to understand them. They have brought new teachings into your life. You have learned a lot from them. You will judge these more this week. Emotional sharing with your friends this week, you will do more. Your love affair will be more on the agenda this week. You will have talks about your love affair. You will experience emotional times. You're still confused about your love affair. Live the emotional moments in your love relationship, leave the decisions for later. Making decisions this week can be difficult. If you have work related to the stage, if you have public works, this week will shine like the sun. Your energy will be very high. You will also reflect this. Those who are interested in art, those in the art community, you may have success this week. These successes will bring you monetary gains. Those looking for new love, this week, it will be easy to find love. However, you will also be confused. You can stay in contradictions. Health subjects will be on your agenda this week. You should pay more attention to your health. You should pay more attention to the stomach and respiratory tract. This week you will have a lot of discussions on children or your children-related subjects. Children or the health of your children may also be on the agenda. There will be no big problems. It will be enough to do some checks and be careful. This week you will spend more time with your child or children. You will have emotional times with the children. You may have to deal with the emotional life of your children or your children. If you are expecting business news from the health sector, public sector, service sector, education-related fields, you will receive this news this week. You will start to question what is happening in your life since the beginning of the year, after this week. By mid-October 2021, you will be judging your life. What have you changed in the last months? What did you have to change but didn't? What did you dream of? Have there been any developments regarding your dreams? You will judge them. You will make decisions about these. You will apply it gradually. The topics of the last months will be coming back to you again and again. You will complete what needs to be completed. New job seekers may come across new jobs in the health sector, public sector, service sector, education-related fields, real estate, decoration, food departments. You should evaluate them. If you expect news from these jobs, you can get it this week. Those who have jobs in the health sector, public sector, service sector, food-related fields, education-related fields, will work very intensely this week. You have to adjust your energy accordingly. This intensity can overwhelm you. You may need to make changes in these jobs. Before looking in detail day by day, I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. You give me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24th to 30th day by day, at the beginning of the week, you will be able to gather your business topics more easily. You will get results on subjects that have been on your agenda for a long time. At the beginning of the week, you will have talks about your work. You will be successful in these negotiations. For job interviews, you can make your appointments per week. If you have it in your exams, you will be successful throughout the week. In the middle of the week, you can plan to spend time with your friends. You will also see some consequences for your friends' lives. In the middle of the week, you will be collecting the topics related to social channels, social areas, and your agenda. At the end of the week, your energy will be low. You may be pessimistic. It will be difficult for you to gather your thoughts. You must renew your energy by taking care of nature and plants. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life.
Sign, ascendant, moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Pisces. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between the 24th to the 30th of May on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch it as English version or Turkish version. In other languages, you can watch it with subtitles. This week, business will be the most important subject for you. You will gather up the business subjects. For the past year, you have been very confused about the job. You had to make 180 degrees of work-related changes. You had to accept new systems. You had to change your business. You had to add radical innovations to your business. You moved your workplace. You had to close your workplace. Or you had to start a new job. For the last year, you have been searching for a job. Someone made it happen. Someone had a hard time accepting it. But this week you will now accept it. You will accept the changes related to your job. You will tidy up your work. You will conclude. Those who are interested in education. You will more easily accept the innovations that you have encountered in education subjects for the last year. You will make fundamental changes in education. Another city, studying in another country, studying in other fields. These will now be on your agenda. If you have come across innovations related to this in recent months, you will also accept them. Your school life will change completely. Your love affair will be on your agenda this week. You will want to make sensible, not emotional, decisions in your love relationship. You will want to make serious decisions regarding your love affair. You will implement these decisions at the end of the year. This week you will spend more time decorating your home. This is a good time to move or do home repairs. You will spend more on matters related to your home. You can organize your marriage this week. This will be a long-term marriage. About your partner, if you have experienced some tense situations in the last months, you will be judging them this week. You will make some decisions. You will implement these decisions after the 10th of June. If you have jobs in the real estate sector, decoration industry, home-related fields, you will earn more money from these jobs this week. Money subjects related to your spouse will be on your agenda. These will be positive and good developments. This week, you will spend more time with your parents. You will be dealing with your parents' money matters. You will also have discussions about your parents' money subjects. This week there may be some tense situations in matters related to children or your children. If you stay calm, you can find an easy solution. If you have jobs related to children, you will be busy with these jobs. You will accept the subjects that you have encountered in the last months regarding these jobs. You will gather the topics related to these jobs. You will be taking long journeys this week. You can take long journeys because of your spouse and parental subjects. You can also take long journeys about your love affair this week. This week, You'll be in front of more. You will be on the stages. You will be in front of the crowd. You will be at the forefront, especially with your speeches, thoughts, books, and researches. You will share them with the communities. You will talk a lot. You will be talked a lot. You will shine. Being in front of the crowd this week can be a bit of a challenge for you. If you are patient, you will be successful. New job seekers may come up with new job opportunities in children-related fields, arts, stage-related fields, decoration departments. You should evaluate them before looking in detail day by day. I thank you very much for your interest in my videos. It gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 24 to 30 day by day, you will get some results at the beginning of the week on subjects related to abroad. You can get the results you expect with the education. You can also get the news you expect from afar. You can make your long journey plans at the beginning of the week. During the week you will be successful in matters related to education. In the middle of the week, you can get the news you expect from your business. With this news, you will gather the subjects related to your business. At the weekend, you can plan to spend time with your friends. At the end of the week, you will see that some topics related to your friends will come to an end. I wish you a good week. For signs related to your emotional life, you should also watch your moon sign, your Mars sign, and your Saturn sign for signs related to your work and education life.